I mean, I'm a member of a union. The idea of teaming up to have some power in the workplace, I love it. I love it. But the idea of the workers of the downtown Minneapolis strip clubs organizing, forming a guild, exploring health insurance options, it's the subject of a story in the Minnesota Star Tribune today. And so I wanted to learn more about it. Andy Snow is the executive director at Sex Workers Outreach Project in Minneapolis, and she joins us in the John Schuster Coldwell Banker Hotline. Andy, thanks for being with us.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
All right. What made you say, you know what, I think we could benefit from some sort of organized effort?
I mean, people come to the strip clubs to see the strippers, to see the dancers that they like, the entertainers that are so amazing. And we really don't get treated very well. I mean, a lot of people are surprised to know that we don't get paid even a minimum wage. We pay to work. And there's no sort of worker protections for us because we're independent contractors and not employees. And we want to maintain our independent contractor status, which is why we're pursuing a guild rather than a union.
So explain a little bit on some of the things that you would like as far as protections are for, is stripper the right word? I don't, how do you guys like to be referred to?
Stripper is not a bad word.
All right, good.
If you want to be more
I didn't think so.
polite.
I'm like, let's just call it what it is. I think it's fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to be more polite, you could say adult entertainer.
Yeah, but we know what we're talking about. We're talking about
Yeah,
strippers,
come on.
and it's the
We're
downtown.
adults.
Yeah, and it's the strip clubs, and they're consenting adults who are going there to be entertained and to have a nice experience.
Exactly.
So tell me some of the things that your members in this early phase would like to see.
I mean, you nailed it. Our primary concern right now is healthcare. It's a really laborious job, and it's hard on your body. And girls get injured, and we don't have sick days, and we don't have time off. So a lot of times, injuries or illnesses can compound, and it's a really harsh toll on an individual. Which is why we decided to come together to support one another.
How many members do you have in the guild so far?
We're getting close to 200, and we hope after tonight's awards that we'll hit the 300 mark.
So tonight is the Stripper Awards Gala. Some of the categories include?
We have a category for great pole dancers, great floor work, best duos. We also have a Twerk Queen Award, which will be competed and judged live tonight.
Live!
Really
I like that. Look, I used to be the president of the Emmy Awards, and we had 1 million ridiculous categories there, but we never had like a live. That would be amazing. Like do like a live news reporter competition right on stage would be the equivalent, the TV news equivalent of the live twerk competition, I think.
I'm so excited. We're also on the Best Club.
So is this new because when I think of people who are strippers, you're working in a very competitive environment. Like there's sort of this idea that it's a zero-sum game, right? There are only so many customers, so many dollars out there. So it's a very competitive business. How has it been in trying to say, look, I know we're competitive, but like we're never going to get anywhere if we're doing this alone?
I think to some extent it can be competitive, but we can also be very cooperative because at the same time, there's also a limited number of hours or minutes that we can give people attention also. So we'll share customers actually, but it's also, sex work in general can be very isolating. So people are really eager to get together and be in community with people who really understand their experience.
What is your sense as far as the kind of interest on the employer side in maybe like coming along to the times, right?
I actually have been really surprised because I thought we would face a lot of opposition, but we've had a lot of support. And, as dancers get older and become managers and things like that, they really want to see girls do well.
Well, that's what I wondered about, right? Like I do a lot of reporting on the restaurant business, and the restaurant business has changed quite a bit over the last 5 years, partially because younger people are taking over these manager roles, and they're like, we don't want it to be the way it used to be. I wonder if some of that is coming to the strip club and the adult entertainment world too.
Absolutely. And a thing that's unique to our industry as well, we call it the hierarchy. But in the past, strippers were a little reticent to accept the title of sex worker.
Sure.
And it's a similar thing now with the younger folks. They're more willing to accept that title, to be educated, to learn more. And yeah, I see tons of changes,
Yeah.
mostly for the positive.
Andy Snow is with us, and Andy, you are probably the first person in the history, 100-year history of WCCO radio, to say hierarchy on the air. So I'm proud to be the second. I don't know. I feel pretty good about it.
Congratulations.
There are some people listening to AM radios in Greater Minnesota that just fell off the stool in the garage. I think it's fine.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. I mean, this is the world out there, right? What do you wish people knew about strippers that they don't know?
That we are very real people and that we're much smarter than you think. And most of us are caretakers at the core. Most of us are supporting families, children, communities, all kinds of great things.
I respect the hell out of this effort. I think the truth is that when you look, like there are lots of different professions in our community where people sort of work as independent contractors. And you see like how the Uber and Lyft drivers have tried to organize, and whether you agree with what they're doing or not, it is, I think, always good when people who are workers can come together and say, like, look, we think we deserve better. You have no business without us. So let's fight for what we believe in. I think it's terrific.
Absolutely.
All right. Good luck at the awards tonight. Are you
Thank
up?
you so much.
Are you up for any of these, Andy, or is this a conflict of interest with you being a big shot on the committee?
Well, I actually retired from dancing 2 years ago to run SWAP full time. So I will be the MC tonight. I'll be honoring everybody. So I'm not up for anything.
Very good.
I probably will informally participate in the twerk contest without meaning to.
You know, I informally participate in that contest. Like at any wedding I'm invited to, like that's a guarantee.
It's so fun.
At my age, if I can still get anything going down there, you're pretty happy about it. Andy, thank you for being with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
We're all about like breaking barriers here on CCO Radio. Why not? Why not? I think it's a good idea. What is also fascinating about this whole effort, Dan, is that the stripper guild itself was created, and Andy is with the Sex Workers Outreach Project. But that was started in 2022 through a Bush Foundation grant.
Yeah.
So they got like a $250,000 grant to get that started. I just think it's good. I think it's look, we like to pretend like this part of the economy doesn't exist and nobody talks about it and it's not happening. And it is happening.
It's $1 billion a year industry. Billions with a B.
Yeah, and go advocate for yourself, right?
Absolutely.
Like, and I get it. You're independent. It's sort of like the business model in many ways is like if you go to a hair salon and your stylist or your barber rents their chair. It's sort of like that at a strip club. So there you go.